Hello, my name is Anggitia Niken Prasetyo. I'm from Group 3 as the first speaker, and now I'm going to explain about planning effective lessons and beginning a class. Before we enter the material, let me tell you the source. I took the material from the Classroom Teacher Survival Guidebook by Ronald L. Partin in 3rd edition. Well, as a teacher, we have to prepare the necessary to teach the student in the classroom. Here are some practical planning that veteran teachers have found useful. First, make a general plan for the year. Usually, it's about general concept, topics, and skill. Monthly plans begin to add more details. Weekly plans should be quite specific in both objective and instructional strategies. And 2, try to plan at least a week in advance. Next, keep a notebook for each class to organize the lesson plans, handout master, tests, quizzes, and list of audio-visual requirements for each subject. It will save you much time next year. And 4, some teachers may be prepared to develop or keep the material on their computer. It makes revision much simpler, but a paper copy will be needed for the classroom. 5. Use checklists to help organize your lesson. For example, if you use a simulation game, develop a checklist to record any items you will need or tasks to include. 6. See another teacher or presenter who use a successful techniques or strategies because it might give you new idea for your lesson. 7. Try to have material for the next day's lessons before you leave school. For example, after the end of the class, you can prepare the material for tomorrow or next meeting before you go home or leave the school, because it will prove less stressful than rushing in the next morning to complete your preparation. 8. Use color folder to arrange each day lesson and student paper, and use a different color for each class. It makes you easier to identify any material for that class, and so on. Beginning a class, students are most likely to remember first and last thing you do in the lesson. Many people believe that the first 3 minutes of the class are most important. So here are several strategies that effective teachers successfully use to engage their students in the lesson. Learning begins before the bell rings. Well, you can use poster, door side, music, or other techniques to engage the student's mind and get attention before the class begins. And next, make sure that you have got everyone's attention before you begin. You have to show the enthusiasm for the lesson, and it can be contagious, and your student will give you attention. The opening what you give should relate to the material. Your student must be able to understand that opening is relevant with the topic. Avoid beginning the class with routine or monotone opening, for example, like taking attendance, collecting homework, and so on. Remember that your student must remember the first and the last of the lesson. Next, begin with a personal anecdote. It will make the lesson interesting when you are giving a joke that's relevant with the topic. Ask a challenging question. It can be a brainstorming strategies to your students. And next, you can use magic trick to make the student interesting to you. The student will feel appreciated to your way, and so on. Well, I think enough for planning effective lesson and beginning a class material. Thank you for watching.